Welcome to
Succeed Even If. I'm Tom Marcoux.
And I'm Johanna McLeod.
This episode is about succeed even if you need to overcome lies about New Year's resolutions.
I got to listen to this one.
Excellent. Johanna, I'm wondering, what was a block that stopped you from fulfilling a New Year's resolution?
I just had too many things on my plate, I think, at the time.
I see. So you had too much to do, and to add this new stuff, the New Year's resolutions actions, it was overwhelming.
Yes.
Very important point. And as we begin a new year, many of us are caught up in enthusiasm for the new year, for the new possibilities. Oh, I'm going to make this year better than any year before. We want to harness that energy of enthusiasm, but we also want to face realities that a lot of us approach new actions, new habits, new behaviors with less than excellent strategy. And we're talking about lies. Now, when I say lies, I'm talking about stuff that's just not true, whether we tell the lie to ourselves, or whether the culture tells us a lie, or whether a previous generation tells us a lie because it doesn't apply anymore. And so the first lie we're going to cover, and we're going to talk about countermeasures for this. The first lie is just make a plan. Now, the problem is, sure, a to-do list. A number of people use a to-do list, and it turns out to be a to-don't list.
A to-never-happen list.
A guilt list. When I was speaking on power time management in Thailand, and I said that it's a to-don't list, well, that we got some laughter about it. And when I said it's a guilt list, we got a bunch of nodding heads. Agreeing that just having a list, which is a plan, doesn't always ensure action. So here's the thing. You need a plan that does two things. It has a progress log. Now, I decided to change when I actually take in vitamins and supplements. I decided to go with the information that taking vitamin D, which helps you absorb calcium, is better if I take it in the morning. Because vitamin D, I am told by certain authority types, vitamin D counteracts melatonin, which you need for sleeping. So if you have vitamin D in the evening, around dinner time, that's not going to help the sleeping. The plan needs a progress log. So my plan is I check it off every morning. There's breakfast, vitamins, and water. I check it off. It's the way to make it work. What if I have a really fast morning and I miss taking my vitamins in the morning? Then I'll take it in the afternoon. I'll pick it up. I'll have a plan so that I can handle any time when I miss or I backslide.
So doesn't that defeat the purpose of not taking them at night?
I get your point. And my response is that I'd rather have the supplements in there somehow, even if it's not ideal. The thing is, we need to be prepared for backsliding. For example, if someone makes a decision, their New Year's resolution is to take a walk every morning. However, they stay up too late. Maybe they have a sick child or something like that. They stay up too late and they need the extra sleep, any sleep they can get before a really vital meeting, and they don't do their morning 20-minute walk. Then they should plan to catch that walk during lunch, or catch that walk between the end of work and dinner, or catch that walk right after dinner. They have a plan for having backup actions. That's really important. Now we go into our next lie, which is, join a gym. It's amazing. You see all the statistics about all the new gym memberships, and then all the people in February stop going to the gym. So I like to emphasize that what we need to do is we need to assess the situation. Ask some questions. Why are you in the gym? Is it just because of the equipment? Is there any support there? Some people who may be older, let's say someone's in their 50s, and they're around the 20-somethings who are genetically and by youth really there and they're looking fantastic, that might not be supportive. Or the looks that they get from the 20-somethings.
There's some gyms that actually specialize in larger individuals.
Right, so we're all in this together and we're getting better because we are taking steps forward. And the other thing we need to assess about this idea about joining a gym, how much time does it take? How far away is it from your work? How far away is it from your home? Do you need to have some weights? I've always, over the years, had my exercise equipment, whether it's a treadmill or weights or something, in the home so that I can just get to it. There's no hesitation. For some people, because they're not where they want to be with their body, it hurts to be on display in front of other
Yes.
people.
A lot of people are ashamed of how they look.
Right. So getting in your gym clothes may be,
Traumatic.
yeah, pain. So that's not a good plan.
Mm-hmm.
Also, is there ease related to this? And I've already hinted at it because is it easy just to get started? The third lie that we're going to talk about is it's about willpower. Research now demonstrates that it's not willpower that helps us succeed. It's creating great habits, positive habits that help us succeed. So it's not about willpower, it's about creating a habit, a positive habit that will help you because you'll stop having to make that decision over and over again. The habit is in place and therefore you just do it. For example, I created a habit for myself. Every morning, I immediately get involved with a few questions, including, what am I grateful for? And I have a journal that I write in. What am I grateful for? What are happy present moments? This helps me get in action right away because I know that during the day, I'm going to have some happy present moments. That might be with loved ones. That might be creating something. I'm having a good time right now, creating something.
So am I.
Excellent. Creating that habit, it's not something that I decide. It's something I just automatically do. There's a concept that's brought up related to research into how we function as human beings, and this concept is called decision fatigue. The more decisions you make in the morning, the more tired you are, and maybe even the worse decisions you make as the day goes on.
Oh, wow.
That's why they call it decision fatigue. So we don't want to have to rely on willpower to keep on making the decision in a positive direction over and over again. We want to create a habit. Now, I brought this all down to 3 ideas, which you can remember by saying PAL, P-A-L. P stands for plan to bounce back. A stands for assess. And L stands for lead with a habit. See, we're not leading with willpower.
Yes.
We're leading with a habit. This is a great time for us to have a Marcoux moment. That's when I share an excerpt from one of my 48 books that are up on Amazon right now. The book title is Year of Awesome.
Sounds awesome.
Thank you. The subtitle is How You Can Use 12 Success Principles, including 10 Seconds to Wealth. On page 76, we're talking about the principle number 5, energize 10 seconds to wealth. In 10 seconds, you can close a sale or begin a healthy new relationship. On the other hand, in 10 seconds, you can torpedo that sale or new relationship. In this section of the book, we're talking about what helps you have a great year by understanding how the brain works. The brain automatically goes to the negative. And so on page 77, we have this note. Recent brain research notes that it takes 10 seconds for positive input to impact your long-term memory. This means that memorizing empowering thoughts, rehearsing effective behaviors, and writing positive details in your personal journal all help to physically alter your brain so that it is inclined toward the positive.
So that helps in making New Year's resolutions because you're reinforcing the good feelings.
Right, and the good memories. If something negative happens, it goes straight into the long-term memory. But in this section of the book, we're talking about how you can actually focus, and the research says 10 to 20 seconds, so that you can now change your brain so that it is empowered to help your new year get better and better. And that's why this book is called Year of Awesome. The subtitle is How You Can Use 12 Success Principles, including 10 Seconds to Wealth. Johanna, I'm curious. What are you going to keep from our conversation?
I think I like the lead with a habit the best.
Right, that we focus on creating a habit so that we don't rely on willpower. It's an important detail. Research shows that willpower wears out like a muscle. If you are using up your willpower in the morning as opposed to having habits, then you might not make the best decisions as the day goes on. This is why many people like to put their exercise earlier in the day, because by the time they get to the end of the day, no more willpower, no exercise. And finally, I always want to emphasize having a progress log is a wonderful habit because you can keep track of your progress and you feel good day after day. Thank you, Johanna.
Thank you, Tom. This broadcast is brought to you by Tom's online course at udemy.com.
Yes, I'm really excited about my online course. It's called Your Secret Charisma. More confidence and more sales. My other courses include Success Secrets, Confidence and Skills to Handle Toxic People. Another course is Darkest Secrets of Persuasion and Seduction Masters, How to Protect Yourself and Turn the Power to Good. And another course is Darkest Secrets of Film Directing.
Click to subscribe to this channel.
And then you'll be supporting Johanna, me, and our message.
Tom helps people in other ways.
As a spoken word strategist and executive coach, I help people really connect and get yes. I help them with their speeches, pitches, video marketing, and networking. And I help them prepare for that crucial life-changing meeting. As you're ready to go to the next step, see special videos, find out about my books and coaching at getthebigyes.com/next step.
And so remember,
Perform at your best with words, strategy, and rehearsal.
for your success.